Good morning, wherever you are. We're coming to you line far, here and far. Grab your coffee, sit down, buckle up your seat, because the headlines coming in are no small feat. This is your news update, straight and clear. We're breaking down the story you need to hear. No spin, no drama, just the facts in play. Let's walk through everything that happened today. The ceasefire was holding, or so it seemed. Things were quieter than anyone had dreamed, but the talks in Pakistan never got to start because the IRGC reps never played their part. Nobody showed up to the table that day. The chairs were sitting empty, nothing left to say. The Americans arrived, waited, checked the clock, packed their bags and headed back around the block. Vice President Vance said the trip is done. No point flying over when nobody comes. The intelligence was clear, the signal was loud. Something bigger was brewing underneath the clouds. So the ceasefire collapsed, the window closed tight. The extension was offered but rejected overnight. The IRGC said no, we're not signing this deal. They made their position very clear and very real.
Breaking news, coming through the wire.
The ceasefire is over, the situation's higher.
Blockade on Hormuz is staying right there.
Washington is watching with a very steady stare.
Breaking news, out of Tehran tonight.
The generals are moving conservative in their might.
The clerics stepping back, the soldiers stepping in.
This is the story of where things have been. Now let's talk about the strait, that narrow little lane where oil tankers travel again and again. The Strait of Hormuz, just 30 miles wide, a choke point for the economy on every side. The blockade is holding, the ships aren't moving through. The pressure on the budget is coming into view. No exports leaving, no revenue coming in. The financial pressure is wearing very thin. President Trump made his statement plain and straight. The blockade continues, we're not opening that gate, not until a unified proposal hits the desk. Until then, the Navy stays and handles all the rest. Some people expected the blockade to lift, thought it would be offered as a goodwill gift, but the call came through when the answer was clear. The blockade of Hormuz is staying right here.
Breaking news, coming through the wire.
The ceasefire is over, the situation's higher.
Blockade on Hormuz is staying right there.
Washington is watching with a very steady stare.
Breaking news, out of Tehran tonight.
The generals are hoping consolidate they might.
The clicks setting up, the soldiers stepping in.
This is the story of reframes of being. Now here is the part that everyone's discussing. The power shift in Tehran and everybody's fussing. The IRGC military making major moves, finding their own rhythm, finding their own grooves. The clerics and the president stepping to the side. The generals and commanders taking up the ride. Reports are coming in from multiple directions that the military is running all the key selections. This isn't confirmed in every single source, but multiple accounts are pointing to this course. A quiet consolidation, a shift at the top, a leadership transition that nobody's gonna stop. The Americans took note of the fracture in the chain. Trump mentioned it directly, stated it plain. When leadership is fractured, when nobody agrees, a unified proposal is harder than it seems. So here's what happened when the talks fell apart. You'd expect an turn, that's the obvious turn. But President Trump took a different kind of turn. He let the situation simmer, let the pressure burn. He said ceasefire extended, blockade still in place. Go figure out your leadership, get your house in space. When you have a unified proposal ready to go, come back to the table and we'll put on a show. By keeping the blockade and extending the pause, he applied more pressure without firing a cause. The financial squeeze continues day by day, while the leadership battle inside Iran holds sway. There are also reports of explosions in two towns, run up in racks where the northern city sounds. One in southern Tehran near the old bazaar, still unverified, we don't know near or far. The host was careful, said these are just reports, not confirmed per official channels or through courts. Could be many things, the theories are wide. We're waiting on the facts before we take a side. So that is your update, that's the news for tonight. The ceasefire has collapsed, the blockade holds tight. The coup approach continue, rolling in from Tehran, and the diplomacy is paused until a deal gets done. Stay tuned to your channel, keep watching the screen. Things are moving faster than they've ever been. This is your news anchor signing off today. We'll be back with more updates along the way.
Breaking news, coming through the wire.
The ceasefire is over, the situation's higher.
Blockade on Hormuz is staying right there.
Washington is watching with a very steady stare.
Breaking news, out of Tehran tonight.
The generals are moving, consolidating their might.
The clerics stepping back, the soldiers stepping in.
This is the story of where things have been.
Breaking news, coming through the wire.
The ceasefire is over, the situation's higher.
Blockade on Hormuz is staying right there.
Washington is watching with a very steady stare.
Breaking news, out of Tehran tonight.
consolidating their might.
The clerics stepping up, the soldiers stepping in.
This is the story of where things have been.